Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, basically, it's just going as foreseen. 80 bill, dipped below 80 a few times. Also, put this window. People who've been using crypto ping. I woke up, went to the trading room, noticed a couple of the no limit crew were using that crypto ping. Got a signal on one and went to another exchange to check the volume. So if it blows up on one exchange, it might not have blown up on another. So you can literally get it for one price on one and then flip it on another site. And that's what I've been using it for. And it's nice to see because it made some good profit off of that. And it's anytime you can make profit on a downtime, then that is what it is. Bitcoin is at 2288. That is good. I want to get real low. Obviously, my bet was for the market to crash, so I'm betting for the market to crash before August 1st. That's what I'm betting on because I got a large bit of tether just sitting there waiting, savoring the moment that Bitcoin sinks. And as you can see, Ethereum's under 200. It's just going to be beautiful pickings, and it's the 14th. So we got a long time to go. And what have I been up to? So I've been doing, obviously, we got a lot of behind the scenes. Where to start? Okay, well, we can obviously start with No Limit. We have the new website launch is going to be most likely this week, at the latest, earliest next week. Not rushing at all. We have plenty of time before soccer. Once the website is launched, we will be launching the community funded ad campaign. So we had a community fund, we had it raised, and this was even before it had half the Slack members it has now. And everyone put in a little bit of money, and it was nice because now we have a good thousands of dollars to spend on this awesome ad campaign. And we have people who are wizards at that. And we had so not only did that, we had the community funded ad campaign for No Limit Coin, but we also had the contest for the ad banners. So we had a 28,500 No Limit Coin ad contest banner, right? And so we already have the badass ads ready to go. And the funds are there. It's just going to be a nice little thing, but we want to do that after the website's remade. So we want to send people to the new version of the website, and we're working hard on everything, just getting everything done. Really a lot of hard work. The dev team's working like day and night. There's just a lot going on, a lot to fix. And we're knocking it down one time at another. We're on CSEX now. We just got accepted to Coin Exchange. We're submitting applications we've already submitted applications to Poloniex, but we're sending more. The more people to do it, the more likely chance we get on. So lots of stuff happening with No Limit Coin. Also moving ahead, sometime in the very near future, I'm going to be doing. Actually, so I'm getting two CEOs of coins that I really like, and upcoming ICOs. So we're going to be doing a podcast, sort of a question and answer with two coming up, and I will make an update later today once I have those times nailed down 100%, and give a preview of the ICOs that I am very excited about, and going to actually get to talk with the CEOs. So that's always fun. I'm always excited when I'm able to do that with a coin, because there's nothing like, being able to ask the creators of the coin questions. It's always an amazing opportunity especially when it's going to be an investment. And it just shows the commitment. So I really like the CEOs, the owners that actually get out there, answer the questions, and much respect. I think that's just an awesome thing. And I plan on doing things like this more and more because this is more intriguing. Making the big boy moves, that means getting involved early, setting a foundation, setting up a team, and really going after it. That's how you're going to become very, very wealthy. So you just have to do the research. There's a number of things. So I take a lot of small swings. I take small swings in my sleep. I take small swings on risky stuff. I take small swings on just anything. It doesn't really matter. I'm a small swinger because those small swings can turn into a nice, they can turn into a nice couple base hits if you do it right, just because they're usually either things that people stay away from or people don't know much about, so they're not going to be very big. And then if they do become big, then guess what? You got them for cheap, and there's probably not a large supply of coin, or you're able to accumulate a lot. So that's why I'm able to take those risks. But when I really feel comfortable, and I really feel comfortable, meaning like I know there's no chance I'm going to get screwed over. I know that, like when I'm able to talk to the CEOs, really build a relationship, a foundation because see, I want to be able to have that kind of communication with the company, with the team. I want to be able to, like with No Limit Coin, you come to me with a suggestion with anything, it gets relayed to the dev team immediately, because the dev team can't listen to all the email. Like, they can obviously read all the emails and all that, but like it overloads them. They can't handle, you're not going to be able to get your answer, if you have little specific questions, right? But if you come to me, you're going to be able to get an answer ASAP, because guess what? If you ever seen, I watched Marco Polo recently. If you've ever seen the Golden Pass, I got the Golden Pass with these CEOs. That means I can go and talk to them, and they understand when I come to them, I'm not bringing them bullshit. I've proven myself. They understand that I'm a high priority. So when I message them, I'm able to relay those messages back and forth very quickly. So that's what I like. I like being able to do that with the investments I make. So when I invest into an ICO and I get to know the owners, contact them on a regular basis, have that kind of relationship where they message me back, I have a priority with them. That's huge for me. And when that happens, that means I'll say batter up, and I'll take a big ass motherfucking swing. I'll just boom, knock that out the fucking park, walk across the bases, because I don't have to run, because it's already won. That's how I feel when I'm able to contribute like that. And as you can see what I'm able to do with No Limit Coin, you can just imagine what I'm able to do, because you just imagine me just gaining momentum. The more connections I'm making, the more people I'm meeting. I have so many connections now intertwined into so many different things that it's just very exciting to be able to be a part of. And this is the prime time. Like, you got to look around right now, man. This is like, it's a lot going on. Think of it like a tornado, but you can just stand in the middle of it and kind of just look around and start to pick where you think the future is going to go. It's like, where do you think the future is going from here? What do you think is going to be the next tech boom? If that's the case, then do you think blockchain technology is not going to revolutionize everything? Like, just don't fall for it. Like, don't think like blockchain is going to be able to revolutionize every single sector. It's going to be able to revolutionize a lot, though. Don't get me wrong, because we're an information-based species, and blockchain technology and of the sorts just relays it much more efficiently, and it brings accountability, which is very, very important in this world, because we already know that there's a lot of bullshit going out there. Nobody really knows what's going on with the dollar. We don't know how much is out there. We don't know how much they're printing at this moment. We don't know how much they're going to print. We have no control over it. And that's a scary thing when you're talking about having all of your life's work into something that you have zero control over. Bitcoin, you do have control over it. No one can counterfeit it. It's just... And all these other, because like I said, I believe there's going to be multiple digital currencies for the future when it comes to payment options. I think you're going to have Bitcoin, but I think you're going to have kind of like a $100 bill, a $50 bill, and you have like the pennies, the cents. I think you're going to have all kinds of just like little, once it gets more mature and like 100%, then you're going to have just different layers. It's going to kind of be like peso, dollar, pounds, like, you know, how you have different monies that have different levels, because people just like that, you know. It's just how that's going to be. Nobody wants one, even though it'd be easier. Nobody wants just one dominant currency. Everybody's going to want, so you're going to, you know, you have Bitcoin, Litecoin, Dash, like you're going to have these different payment styles, and they're going to stick around. However, I believe Bitcoin's always going to be the big dog, always going to be very valuable, and that's how we are. Without us, we're a species that has to put, sorry for fucking punching the mic. We're a species that has to give trust into what we do. Think about it. If we don't all say, hey, the dollar bill is worth this, then it's not worth anything. You know, the goods and stuff, the clothing you get, the food you get, that's tangible. You can use that. The house you get, that helps you as a human to survive. But money in itself, you can't do. You can't even burn it for fire. You can't eat it. Can't even wipe your ass with it. You can't do shit. They've made money. I don't know if it's ironic. They did it on purpose, but they literally made paper money as worthless as it could possibly be. It's poisonous. You can't do anything with it. Absolutely worthless. That's pretty crazy. But yet we all give it value because we have to, because we can't be like, I'll trade you 10 chickens for that leather jacket. And they're like, bet, I got coops already for the chickens because I barter chickens all the time. That shit doesn't happen. You can't do it. Can't do it. So we had to come up with something as humans, and we did a great job. We're all on the same team. We're all, you know, going in on this saying, okay, dollar is what it is. It's just a video game, guys. That's all it is if you really look at it. And now we're doing the same thing with Bitcoin, and Bitcoin actually has value. And so there's a difference between the .com boom, the tulip, fucking all of these, man. It's funny because I used to listen, because I went out there and I subscribed to all the best Wall Street people, like everybody you can think of. You know, Goldman Sachs just got a patent on a digital asset, which I'm kind of annoyed with. I'm kind of annoyed that these rich people are already coming in trying to patent shit, trying to slow, because patents slow shit down. I'm not a fan of patents. I'm really not. I'm a fan of made a best version win, because patents create monopolies, and you know, it's like somebody who patented some kind of zipper to where, like, basically every coat has to pay him fucking money. And I was like, that's fucking stupid. It's like, I don't know. It's like, and plus, it's not even fair, because I guarantee you that was invented somewhere else, but it was by a poor person who didn't have the money. Like, I would think it would be a lot more fair if it didn't, because I tried to patent stuff before. I made a website. I tried to patent some, but it's just too expensive, and it takes years, and it's just ridiculous. So it's obviously a game that's rigged. They want the rich people to be able to patent stuff, so no matter what you create in some version, they can be like, oh, that's kind of like my idea. Pay me, golden ball sacks. So I think that's already kind of shitty, but I'm glad that Bitcoin can't be patented, right? Because they fucking released it, and once you release something, you can't patent it. So that's the beauty in Bitcoin. I just think it's so beautiful. I love Bitcoin. It's Viva la Bitcoin. And I am looking at the EOS windows. I think I might pick up some EOS during this crash. I'm not sure if it's going to get cheaper. I'm not sure if we're ever going. I think that this crash is going to be so big, and then afterwards it's going to be another age of prosperity, just because Bitcoin is going to be new and upgraded. That's never happened before in this digital era. We haven't had something that's as big as what's about to happen. And if it succeeds and it makes Bitcoin faster and better, then, I mean, why would it go down after that? Just ask yourself that question. You don't know the future, and the future happens really fucking quick. And a lot of people said, oh, I thought of that, I should have did it. Happens all the time. Well, just ask yourself, if Bitcoin succeeds and it becomes faster and better, will it go up in price or will it go down in price? Just ask your 5-year-old daughter that. I'm just saying, it just makes sense that it's going to go up in price, all right? So along with Bitcoin, everything else goes up in price, because I already told you, yeah, we're already dipping very low. I wouldn't be surprised if we're already below it. Yep, see, already below. So that's why I said I sold all my altcoins. The only altcoins I did not sell were No Limit Coin, because I am staking it. Basically, as you can see, I just get all this free fucking money all the time. If you just look at it, I'm barely scrolling. You see, and that's just money I get every single day, all the time. It just pops in every few minutes. I'm getting new coin, new coin, new coin, new coin. So I don't know, like it's a fucking. I'm looking at No Limit Coin as like it's not only a great investment because it's going to skyrocket in price once all the leagues are out, and demand is going to be off the charts. But the fact that I can sit back and just stake and make 4% and of a rising thing, and yeah, 4% might not seem like it's high, but if you have millions of them, that's fucking nice. It's very nice. And even if you only have a couple 100,000, it's nice. I mean, you're talking about being able to make definitely passive income to pay your bills, just to stake that. So I like coins that make me money. You know, coins that like actual produce money. Like it's kind of like a master node in a way, except it's different. It's basically the same thing though. Basically the same thing because you get paid, you get your coin all day, every day, real fast. The master node gives you like 1 or 2 or 3 of the coins, depending. You know, if you have like a dash master node, gives you like 1 or 2 or 3 dash a day, I believe. I'm getting like 1,000 no limit coin a day or something, so or close to it, or over 1,000. I don't know. I really haven't actually. I've been too busy. I don't calculate it. Like it's just like I just let the money pile. I let the money pile, guys. I'm a pile guy. I've always been a pile guy. I've always been like throw it on the pile. It's like, why do I need to know if I have this amount or that amount? It's like, dude, I know I got enough. I got a fistful of fucking money. And I don't need to, it's like you go to the movies and you just grab a fistful of money and put it in your pocket. And you're like, I have enough to go to the movies. I don't need to count. I have enough. I could buy the movies. I don't need to. So that's just kind of how I treat it. I'm not a fan of all these people who, hey, people live their lives, do what you want to do. I'm not a fan of all this crazy, meticulous organization. I move too fast. I just do. I'm too fast. Don't count it for sloppy. I'm fast, meaning I cut out all the bullshit that doesn't need to be done so I can make super laser focused moves. That's the difference. Definitely not sloppy. Wow. Below the ICO price. This pisses me off because I bought into this ICO and you were supposed to get the coins immediately after, but instead I had to wait like 6 weeks. I had to wait fucking 6 weeks to get my coins, and they're like, "Oh, we're sorry." I'm like, sorry my ass. And look, I missed it because look, I bought into this ICO just to flip it post ICO. I'm not gonna lie, because I like Sia coin. Look at this. I missed it all the way up here when I would have 3x my money. And then they give it to me and it's like down here and shit. And I'm like, well, fuck, I'm not going to flip it for a 20% gain. It's like, fuck you. And then, of course, it goes down. So, fuck you, Storage X ICO. You fucked me over. I bought a nice little bit, too. It sucks because, I don't know, I guess I have tainted feelings because right now is a good time to probably buy it because it's fucking cheaper than the ICO. But, we're going to see that a lot, though. There's going to be a lot of coins that are cheaper than the actual ICO. So, but, because like I'm looking for really, really good swoops. Right now, everything's a really good swoop. I mean, look at that. Everything's a really good swoop. But guess what, guys? We got a while. We got another week before I'm going to stop risking. Because I don't want a lot of Bitcoin to be locked up on an exchange. Wow, Descent just fucking fell off the planet. Holy man, what the hell? Down 40%. That's sick. And it's crazy. I'm holding my guns. I'm spearfishing. I might go spear one of these. But I'm not lure setting. I'm really not. Because this floor can be crazy. The floor can be crazy. I'm not going to underestimate how low this can go. Let's look at Funfair. Is it even on the top 5 anymore? Okay. 13. Okay, so it's about ICO price right now. So you got about 1,100, I believe, 1,100 Funfair per Ether. That comes out to, I don't know, it's like 12 or a little over a penny. penny and a half or so, a little bit less. That's if you got the bonus. If you didn't get the bonus, then this is already cheaper. This is already cheaper than the ICO if you did not get the early bonus. Yeah, only 595 sats. It's all going cheaper though, guys. It's all going to get much cheaper. I might go hunting today because there might be one last. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. That's why I didn't. I had bought, like I said, I had set a bunch of lures, and I was able to sell some of my coin during that last little up where I was you know, it's kind of like we're drowning, and we had a breath of air. That was when that everything rose by about 20-30%, and I was able to sell, not for a good profit, a modest profit, but just to get, you know, just sell it all because I know I was going to be able to buy it all back. Now, do I want to do that now? And then is there going to be another? There's going to be another up breath. The only problem is I don't know how big it will be. Now, don't get it twisted. This is me. I think that it's definitely worth it for those who really want to hustle and really want to make some extra money right now. I think it'd be worth it to buy, to set some deep lures here and in expectations of another up that's not going to be that big, but you'll be able to still sell and make a profit. That's profitable. I think that could happen. The only problem is I only have so much time. This used to be my gigs to do this stuff, but now I have bigger fish to fry, guys. So I'm able to, I just don't feel it. It's not worth the time anymore. If I want to get to where I'm going, I'm going to have to do billionaire moves. So these things are going to make you rich, but not as super wealthy. But it's definitely a good time because it's very predictable. I don't think the market's just going to fall off the edge. Right? It's not going to just keep going down every day because there's always going to be a little breather. So I believe when you see things that are down like 30-40%, you can go ahead and scoop some of that up, and expectations to be able to sell it again either tomorrow or the next day, and then able to actually buy it during the biggest dip, which I think is coming soon. I think the biggest dip is going to be like 3 or 4 days from now. That's when the biggest dump. That's when I'm going to set my lures, about 2 or 3 days from now, and I'm going to set them for the next 2 or 3 days, in expectations of hitting some very big dumps, because people are like that. People are like, hey, I still have time to decide. That's what people are. When they have a tough decision, they're like, oh, well, I still have time to decide. And the closer they get, there's a lot of them, right? There's a lot of people out there like that. So a portion of them, of course, are going to dump. It's just the law of probabilities. And I think the biggest dumps are going to come when the prices are the lowest. The prices are going to be the lowest. There's going to be the least amount of buyers the closer we get. So they're going to be looking, and if they see any sell opportunities, they're going to either sell for a loss or definitely if they can get a small gain. Because the fear is not, if there's one more like failed test or anything like that, Bitcoin is going down to 1,500. And there could be even darker days. So I'm already kind of replanting my lures for Tether, although I'd rather be, I'm not going to be a greedy, I'm not, hogs get slaughtered. I'm not going to be greedy. I'm going to, because I want to have all my Tether gone before the fork. 100% want all my Tether gone before the fork. I want it all in Bitcoin and altcoins at that time, and I want all my stuff nicely saved offline. And I'm still going to be able to trade Ether. So, that's why during this time is a really good time for me. I've been ICO fever because I already know there's going to be like a lull. There's going to be probably like a week before and a week after where a lot of exchanges might be down, or only trading with Ethereum. So that's another thing to look into. Maybe doing some Ethereum trading the night before the fork. Who knows, right? So that's just what that's what I'm in anticipation of, just studying it, waiting for it, because that definitely sounds like a good idea, doing some Ethereum trading the night before. There's probably going to be some really good deals. So yeah, I'm definitely, probably not even in the next 2 or 3 days. I might even start setting my lures tonight at the deep levels and just studying them, because right now this is like the close. We're getting close. We're getting really close, and people are, if they're going to dump, they're going to dump any day now. So just all my mission is to get as many coins as possible before August 1st of all varieties, and to get into a lot of ICOs, because right now, I just think there's going to be a lot of small ICOs. I'm taking risk on some of these smaller ICOs that aren't as well known, but I also think, I've seen them. I've seen them work. I've seen the small ICOs become a success when they've been overlooked. So I just think that there's a lot of little opportunities, but I'm very excited about the very near future. There's so many good things that I'm about to invest in, and it's just going to be super fun and super exciting. So many good things. Yeah, I'm going to kill it here. Cheers. Peace.